Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniX TCG, and today we are going to go over some aspects of the Dragon Ball Super card game Fusion World starter decks. And we've been getting a lot of spoilers on the EN Twitter, mainly because we've already gotten a fair amount of spoilers on the JP Twitter, and it's going to be a global release. They're trying to catch us up, so we're getting a flood of information. So in this video, I'm going to go over both the leaders and the SRs for each starter deck, because they're going to be the most indicative of how the deck is going to play. And then past that, once we get the full spoilers for each deck, which should honestly be in the next day or so, I'll start going through the actual starter decks per their own video so we can kind of get a feel for what we're getting for on the first little bit of this game. So if you're happy to see Dragon Ball Super back on this channel, yeah, hit that like button for real. And we're going to be covering this game a lot as well. And with that being said, if we can get that like total to over 100, that would be great. And yeah, if you haven't already, think about joining the UniX fam today. We got a lot of stuff going on with One Piece, this game, and we're just gonna kick it off. So let's head over to the normal screen for displaying cards, and we'll start off with Red Starter Goku. Alrighty then guys, let's get into it. So first we have this Son Goku, and let me say right here, I love the art. I like that intense shading. It reminds me of Dragon Ball Legends, which is a game that I really do love, and I put up on my other channel devoted to Dragon Ball, but we'll talk about that later in the video because that is kind of a thing. Here we have got a 15k power leader. He is both Saiyan and Universe 7. It's cool to see that tag this early in the game, and I wonder where this is gonna go for themes, you know. But when attacking, you draw one card, and then awaken when your life is at 4 or less, you draw one card and flip this card over. So we're still drawing for turn, drawing for leader swing. We're still going to acquire a lot of cards per game because we need to be able to have cards in hand to use the counter mechanic of this game, or the combo mechanic, both swinging and getting swung on. So that's pretty cool. Flipping this card over, he is a base 20k, and when attacking, you draw one card and then activate battle once per turn. Choose up to one of your battle cards, and it gains plus 5k power for the battle. Now, the cool thing about this, for you guys that are unfamiliar with Dragon Ball Super's mechanics, barring the no longer existent counter step that was found in Masters, what's going to happen now is you declare an attack. When the person declaring an attack does this, it starts the attack, and what happens is first the when attacking effects, okay? That's gonna be the first thing that happens. Then you're gonna move over to your opponent. If they have any attack or any effects that activate when they are attacked, they will then activate. Then you move on to your opponent's ability to declare a blocker if they have any. After that, you are now in this phase where you can either combo or activate battle effects. And so what this Goku is going to be able to do is you are going to be able to swing with a battle card. You know, you have your when attacking effects. They might have an effect that comes into play here. They get to choose a blocker or to not block. Then you get to combo from your hand or use, use this activate battle. The cool part about it is because it's activate battle once per turn, it's not just your turn either. Your opponent can attack you, and diving deeper into that attack, when it comes to comboing, you can discard cards from your hand or put them in the combo area to use their combo value to add on to the attack or your power, and this can work attacking or defending. So if your opponent attacks you, whoever's attacking gets to combo first, and the defender combos second, and it's up to the defender to break the value. You can't tie it or the damage will go through, or the, you know, battle card will be KO'd. So in this particular case, if your opponent attacks you, you know, they attack into your 20k battle card with a 15k battle card, and then they combo to bring their battle card up to 20 to match your 20, you can then use Goku's activate battle to boost yours by an extra 5k, and that's going to save cards in hand and then protect your battle card. So with this being said, Goku is going to really work with the longevity of your hand, because once per turn he can save a singular card that you would have normally comboed to press your attack or defend yourself. Very cool effect. Very cool for defending your battle cards. Now, looking at the SRs, what we're gonna first start off with is this Goku. 5 cost, 2 specified red. This is very interesting because as far as I realized at the demo event, the cards are color locked to your leader. This may not be the case though. Either that or they plan to introduce dual color leaders sooner than later, because the 2 specified red would indicate, just like Masters, that you can have different colored energy. and you only have different color energy by having different color cards in your deck. So this is saying that you have to spend at least 2 red energy to play this. So this may mean that things are not color coded. We will see, color locked. But 35k power, 0 combo cost. Sorry, I play One Piece a lot lately. 0 combo value, meaning that you're gonna have to really balance how many boss cards you have in your deck, because these guys will not be able to defend you or help you press. So it's gonna give you a little bit more to think about. Previously in Masters, a lot of boss cards just had plus 10k, but you had to pay 1 to use it. But in this one, they're just going to go a little bit more of a different route, meaning that some of them are just blank. So you really have to worry about it, because push come to shove, you have 5 bosses in your hand and 2 cards that have combo value, and you just can't defend yourself effectively. Now, on the effect though, this has double strike, so he's going to deal 2 damage instead of 1 when he attacks and connects. And then on play, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 20k power for the turn. If you guys are coming from my One Piece crew and don't know anything about Dragon Ball, in Dragon Ball, when a battle card goes down to 0, it dies. There's no negatives like in One Piece. So this is effectively a kill spell if the target has 20k or less power. The other thing we're gonna look at here is that it says Son Goku. It doesn't have like a name. Normally in Masters, everything is named. I think they're going with this more simplistic route here, but here it's just Son Goku. I'm sure that that's just gonna pretty much be just how it is. They're taking that One Piece model. So all the Son Gokus will be Son Gokus, maybe unless he's like a kid, it might be Son Goku Kid or Son Goku Adolescence, things like that. So, moving forward, we got my boy Gohan. I can't wait for any of these cards to be seen in my hands in person, because I think the foiling is going to go crazy based off of the leaders that I saw at New York Comic Con. And I also have that post on this page as well as my Twitter. So looking at this, Gohan is a 4-cost, 2 specified red, 25k swinger, 5k combo value, critical. So when he does damage, it doesn't go to life, or it doesn't go to hand, it goes to the drop. And then when attacking, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 10k power for the turn. The cool thing about this is, just like I was speaking at, you swing, you get the when attacking effects. If they have any effects that proc after they get attacked, they activate, your opponent chooses the blocker, and then you start comboing. So with this being said, this has a lot of cool synergy. Critical is a nasty keyword, and when he attacks, he's going to attempt to remove a blocker. Not only is he going to attempt to remove a blocker, but Goku is going to be able to then boost him once he is not blocked, to be able to be a 30k base without comboing any from your hand to really try to press that critical. So very, very happy about that. I think this is super cool. Now, moving over to the next leader, we have Vegeta from the blue starter deck. He's 15k base. When attacking, draw 1 card. Awaken when your life is at 4 or less, draw 1 card, flip this card over. It just says Vegeta and Saiyan without a saga, but I will let you know that based off of the cards that we're going to go over in a future video when we have all of the spoilers, he is pretty much from the Revival of Gods movie. The deck is like Beerus, Vegeta, that whole scene theme. Now, flipping over, art still looks amazing. 20k base. When attacking, draw 1 card, and then activate main once per turn. If you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, this card gains plus 15k for the turn. So, what you need to know about this card, despite what people may think about blue in any card game, especially Bandai card games, how it's more of the defensive color, this is a very aggressive leader, because he actually pushes you to combo both offensively and defensively, very much so. You want to always be at 7 cards in hand so you can proc this deck's effects. Right here, just having 7 cards in hand, you're going to be able to defend yourself less, but you're also swinging for base 35, which is a huge number, and it will tax your opponent's hand. So be very aggressive with this deck, combo aggressively, use these effects. Very, very cool. I already like it. Very Vegeta-like. Now moving on to Vegeta's SRs, right? You got Gotenks, 4 cost, 2 specified blue, 25k power, 5k combo value. And on play, if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, you can add up to 1 Son Goten and up to 1 Trunks Youth, both with a cost of 2 or less from your drop to your hand. What this is going to allow you to do is go from the 7, well, you can have this as your 8th card, play him, and then you're going to be at 7 cards in hand now. Then you get to take a Goten and Trunks that you comboed earlier, because after you combo with them, they go to the trash, and then they will go to your hand. So now you have 9 cards in hand. It's a nice little springboard, and it adds added combo value. So this is actually a really, really cool thing. If you are at 7 cards in hand. You could activate your Vegeta leader ability, then play this guy going down to 6, then get a Goten and Trunks going back up to 8. And there's just a lot of cool little economy tricks you can do, and I'm looking forward to going over all these decks in their entirety. Looking at the Vegeta SR, the main SR for the deck, 5 cost, 2 specified blue, 35k power, 0 combo power, and then he's got double strike, but on play, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 4 or less placed at the bottom of the owner's deck. Doesn't hit your opponent's bigger threats, but it hits most of your opponent's cards. Now the cool thing about this is it's probably going to get rid of a blocker, right? And there's no such thing as summoning sickness in this game. So when he gets rid of a blocker, he's immediately trying to swing for that double strike. The other cool thing about this card is because there's no defined battle step or battle phase, you can go in and out of your attacks. So there's a realm where you play this card, you bottom deck a blocker, you attempt to swing for double strike, you combo down to 7 on this guy, you deal the 2 damage, and then you can activate your leader ability going up to 35 and swing and try to end the game by comboing on him. There's a lot of cool things you can do here. I'm very, very happy about this card. And then the other cool thing I like about this is simply the fact that, yeah, this is a blue deck, but it's aggressive. I love when they kind of switch it up like that. So yeah, I am very much so excited to see this one too. Now, moving on to the next leader, we have Green Broly. 15k, when attacking, draw 1 card. When your life is at 4 or less, add 1 card from your life to your energy in rest mode. Then flip this card over. So the first thing you have to know about this one, because it's the first one that actually has a different awakening, you are going from 4 life to 3 life, because you are adding 1 card from your life to your energy in rest mode. Then you flip this card over. Because it's in rest mode, it's not effectively an energy you can use immediately, but you are ramping. You are going from whatever energy you were at to 1 more energy. Now, one of the reasons why he does this, not only is the theme ramp in this color, but when he flips over, you can see he's base 25. That is 5k higher than the other leaders that we've seen so far. Now this Broly says activate main once per turn, place 1 of your energy into your drop, draw 1 card, and then this card gains plus 5k power for the turn. The first thing you have to understand about this leader is that he loses the ability to draw just off of swing. You will always need to get rid of a resource to draw, and that's pretty interesting. However, he also doesn't need to attack. So if we ever get any effects that stop a leader from attacking, they will affect the other leaders way more than they will affect Broly. As long as you have the energy to dump, and he technically gives you the energy the very first turn you use him, you are going to be able to get that draw. And then from here on, you're going to be expected to provide an extra energy using the dex mechanics and then, get rid of it. So pretty cool. Also, he's going to be a base 30k swinging it in for a cost of 1 energy. So I like that. Now his SRs are the most interesting. First, we have 5 cost, 3 specified green Turles, 30k power, critical, 5k combo power. I'm already liking what I see here. On play, add up to 1 card with a cost of 3 or more from your drop tier energy. This is the guy you want to be playing. This is the guy that you're going to play. He's going to be able to swing with that 30k critical body. He's going to add an energy, and it's going to be untapped. So you can actually use Broly's ability to boost himself up to 3k by sending 1 of the energy you tap to play this Turles to the trash, and then, or the drop. He's going to be able to come down, do all those things, and really fix your energy economy. So Turles is going to be a very important card. Definitely love that. Next, we have got Dragon Ball Super Broly, just Broly BR, an 8 cost, 45k power, the most expensive card we've seen so far. On play, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. When attacking once per turn, switch this card to active mode. This is amazing. He's got dual attack. And I'm not sure if they're going to have that keyword or if they're just going to have effects like this. But when attacking, yeah, he's going to be able to attack twice per turn, big bodied at 45k, really tax your opponent's hand. And then on top of that, on play, draw 1 card, and then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Point and click destruction, very nice to see in set 1, and the base starter deck sets. And then on top of that, it may seem a little powerful, they can do all that, but he's an 8 cost. He costs 8, that's huge. And on top of that, he does draw, but that's because your leader doesn't organically draw when he swings. They're trying to recoup that somewhere. So definitely like that. And now we are going to get over to the last one, which is Frieza. Frieza, base 15k, when attacking, draw 1 card, and awaken when your life is at 4 or less, draw 1 card, then flip this card over. So we're back to the basic front sides for this yellow leader. But the back side, 20k base power, when attacking, draw 1 card, end of turn, choose up to 2 of your battle cards and switch them to active mode. Right off the bat, if you're just thinking about design wise, this deck is probably going to come with a lot more blockers than the other ones, because what's the point of untapping them? Yes, they won't be able to be attacked the following turn, but what's the point of untapping them really, unless there's some sort of combo ability or you know, like an effect when they're untapped, or they're blockers. So moving on to the SRs. We've got the Golden Frieza. He's a 5 cost, 2 specified, yellow, 35k power, 0 combo power. Double strike is most of them tend to have. And then when attacking, choose up to 1 of your opponent's rest mode battle cards, and it cannot switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. So it's actually really, really nice. Yellow is still seeming to be the resource control color on your opponent's side of the board, and if your opponent has just played their boss card and then swung with it, and you can't get rid of it this turn, Frieza will make sure that it cannot swing the following turn. And that's actually really wonderful. It doesn't have a cost restriction for it. So it just comes down, it attacks for its double strike, and then goes, hey, you see your best battle card? No, it cannot swing next turn. So I dig that. Frieza's clan and Frieza's army is tagged, so I'm hoping to see some synergy later in set 1. And then moving past that, we have got the other SR, which is King Cold, 4 cost, 10k combo value, no cost for that. That's a thing that they seem to have gotten rid of. There is no longer a cost for comboing. Then you have a 25k body, and it says blocker. See, this is what I mean, a blocker SR, a blocker. And when KO'd, choose up to 1 of your opponent's rest mode cards with battle cards with a cost of 4 or less and destroy it. So what I'm seeing right here is that this is exactly what I predicted before when I saw the leader, and now I'm seeing it for the spoilers. Blocker, you're gonna swing with it when it gets played, and then Frieza will untap it when you end your turn, and that's going to leave him up to block. And if he dies, you're going to probably take what took him out. So this is very, very cool. I am very, very excited to see this. The cards don't look like snap, they look pretty balanced, and I think there are going to be some clear themes in these starter decks. So like I said, we're about a day or so away from getting the full spoilers, so I'll be alternating between One Piece and Dragon Ball Super Fusion World. So that is pretty much that. I do want to say as we go through this that if you want to hop over to my Dragon Ball channel, UniXDB, that would be amazing. I'm trying to get that monetized by the middle of January, so every subscriber counts. We're at 500, so we're pretty much halfway there. I would love for that support. It's free to hit that subscribe button, and I just need to be able to get up to a certain metric so that I can go a little harder on the income and make this content creator dream a bigger reality. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for future Fusion World content. It is coming up this week, even though we have a madhouse coming with OP05. And thank you guys for the support. I will see you the next time. Remember to like the video if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and now we'll move on to the Patreon shout out. Alrighty then, we are back at that time to give a special shout out to everybody that helps me go the extra mile by joining in the tiers on the Patreon. Here on the Patreon, I will be doing deep dives that are a little too long to go on the channel. None for Dragon Ball Super Fusion World yet, but more to come as the first set gets dropped over in February. So yeah, if you want to join in for deep dive articles on One Piece and Dragon Ball Fusion World, as well as giveaways for the TCG play games that I put on the channel, this is where you need to join up to. Past that, I want to give a special vocal shout out to the ones that go even a step beyond that. Beer Bryce R, and Big Daddy Flapjack. Thank you guys for being a part of the realm of X, and I will see you guys in the next video.